This is John from PbNation. ANS has a brand new subscription-based paint service where they send paint right to your house. Now, when they told me about this, I was not convinced. So, they said, prove us wrong. We'll send you some paint, you try it out on camera, let's see how it does. So, just looking at the box, ANS has already passed a couple different hurdles. It's packed well. It's marked fragile. It's not rattling around at all. There's plenty of room for lots of extra padding in here. I couldn't hear the paint when I shook the whole box. So, let's open it up. Let's see how it looks. Alright, right away I'm pretty happy. There is packing material on top of packing material, and it looks like all of the paint is also all bubble wrapped. So already ANS is going, honestly, above what I expected. There's space between the cases, they're not sandwiched together, and there's even some goodies thrown in. Lots of stickers. These are Dynasty stickers, and some Play Paintball wristbands. In fact, lots of Play Paintball wristbands, lots of stickers. So, let's get through, and let's get to the actual paint. So, there's several different kinds of paint you can get with this deal. Basically, the way it works is you sign up and you get 2 cases every month delivered right to your doorstep. You can choose HK paint, you can choose HK's tournament paint, you can choose Defy's tournament paint, you can choose, they even have some that is Dynasty branded and Houston Heat branded, that even has the banana smell. So you have lots of different choices of what kind of paint you can sign up for, and the first month it's $80, and every subsequent month it's $90. So 45 bucks a case, $40 a case the first month, $45 a case going forward, and that's delivered, free shipping on it. So already half of my concerns are answered. The paint's packed really well. Let's lift it up. Every single side is bubble wrapped. Alright, let's start by peeling off the bubble wrap. They're not messing around with the package. So for this sample box, I got one of HK's tournament paint. All right, here's the big test. No broken paint. No broken paint. No broken paint. No broken paint in any of the cakes. Let's open the other one. And again, padding on top of padding on top of padding. They did very well with how well they packed these cases. Alright, this is the box of Dynasty paint. Now I'm not sure if every box is banana scented, but let's hope. No broken paint. No broken paint. No broken paint. No broken paint in any of it. So, 2 distinctly different kinds of paint. 2 different colors from HK. Let's actually go shoot them. Let's size them. Let's see how brittle they are. But we're already halfway there. ANS did what they promised. They delivered paint that looks like it's in good shape. It's not dimpled, it's round. Now I'm excited to see how it shoots. I'm actually getting on board with this program. All All right, we're going to shoot this through my trusty CS2, but let's start by grabbing some of Planet's different barrel backs and see about what size this paint is. All right, let's start with 8-1. Oh, sticks in an 8-1. And I can blow it through. All right, so that's probably what I'll be going with. Let's try an 8-5 just because. Oh, all right. It hangs up in an 8-5. Nope, that time it fell all the way through. So, with the green HKArmy tournament paint, we are going to go with the 8-1. Now let's try the other. All right, this is the Houston Heat Dynasty paint. And again, let's start with an 8-5 this time. Oh, need to blow it through with an 8-5. But easy to blow through. Let's try with an 8-1 this time. All right, have to push it a little bit more. Oh, I can't blow it through the 8-1. So, with the Dynasty paint, we'll do the 8-5. With the tournament paint, the 8-1. Okay, so we've sized the paint, but I'll size some from each bag, make sure it's consistent, and I'll post something in the comments if it's not, or say it later in the video. But first, I'm just gonna go through and look at more of the paint. The green, it looks good, it's round, there's no dimples, there's no oil in the bag. Let's see how fragile it is. All right, so Gateway has a nice paved parking lot, so we're gonna do a bounce test real fast. Drop some paint from low, hopefully it'll bounce. Drop it from head height, hopefully it breaks. If it doesn't break from there, drop it from real high or even throw it up, then it better break. Let's see how fragile this stuff is. All right, so I hate wasting paint like this, but this is an easy way to see how fragile your paint's gonna be. Make sure it'll come out of your gun. And we have an actual paved parking lot, so let's start with down low. This is the Dynasty paint. It's the blue shell and should break yellow. Bounce, bounce, bounce. That's good. If it broke from waist height or below, that's a little scary. I'm about 5'11", so let's try shoulder height. Oh, break, 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 break. All right, so it's breaking from high, it's bouncing from low. That's actually dialed in. All right, so the Dynasty paint performed perfectly. So let's do the same bounce test with the HK paint. This is the green, and start low, bounce, bounce, bounce. And let's go about shoulder height again, shoulder head height. Oh, break. Ooh, that one broke big, and it's nice and bright pink. Break again, break again, break again. Oh, one bounce, two bounce. All right, with both of them, that was right where we wanted it. Bounced from low, broke most of the time from up high. But the real trick is, let's see how it shoots out of the gun. All right, so I sized a bunch more of the paint, and I'm actually gonna go with an 8.5 insert on both. Obviously, you don't have to size paint, but for a paint test, I figured it'd be fair, and to keep things consistent, we'll use the same gun, same barrel, same everything. So, I've got the HK hopper on here, on the CS2, and let's shoot the Dynasty ball first. Oh, and by the way, it smells like bananas. All right, every ball went about in the same spot, pretty accurate at that distance. It is a slightly different color fill than I thought. It has kind of a little bit of a green tint to it. No strays, no flyaways, no inaccurate shots. Alright. Plain. Alright, let's try the HK tournament paint. This is the green shell, and this is the breaks pink. Woohoo! Okay, I already have a favorite of the two. This pink. That marks really well. Obviously the Dynasty Ball is fun because it smells like bananas, but man, pink is fun to shoot. Man, I don't know if it's because it's marking better, or at least better for my eyesight with these dark lenses, but it feels like it's more accurate even with the green shell, which is usually harder for me to see in flight. Alright, so both cases that I got passed every single test I had. They were packed phenomenally. They arrived in a reasonable amount of time. They shot straight. They were brittle without being too fragile. Absolutely no breaks in the hopper or down the barrel at all. They mark well. The Dynasty Ball has the added bonus of smelling like bananas, so you can go and taunt your victims a little better after a match. Overall, I've been impressed with everything so far. Alright, so this is the blue Dynasty Ball again. You probably won't be able to see the break as easily here, but you should be able to see the path of the ball a little better. Very straight. Alright, so I chronoed both balls, and the green chronoed a little bit higher, but both are just under, the one's just under 290 and the green one's just under 300 feet per second. Let's shoot the green HK tournament paint, and let's see if you can track the ball. So, very accurate, absolutely no broken paint whatsoever, and lots of fun to shoot. Alright, I'm not ashamed to admit when I was wrong. I was very skeptical about this HK paint being shipped through the mail. I was skeptical of how well it would be packed, skeptical of how well it would shoot, because I've never bought paint through the mail. But A&S was right. This is a good deal, it's a good paint, it's a good price, it was delivered fast. The way the subscription works is paint shows up every month. You can cancel it anytime. You get 2 cases a month. And I'm honestly looking forward to shooting the rest of this paint at people instead of just targets, because it shot well and it looks like it's going to break fantastic. So, looking forward to shooting this some more. Go check out this A&S deal on HK Paint and Defy Paint. I'll have details in the description and obviously on PbNation.